like I'm good. I think I'm addicted to you. Ain't had a feeling like this in the world.
What's going on, my Still Colours family? Is your boy Manenza here with another video, and this is a juicy one. When I say juicy, I mentioned when I was reacting to Wale's Everything Is a Lot album last week, I said I'd be reacting to this artist's project. I told you what I'd be reacting to this project, and I'm here just rubbing my hands excited. It's no other than the boy Odeal with the project named The Fall That Saved Us. As you know, earlier in the year he put out a project called The Summer That Saved Me, and if you watched that reaction video, you would have known what we thought about that. But this is the one I want to listen to today, and I cannot wait. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. No long thing. It's a Friday and there's more music for me to listen to, so I thought, you know what, let's start with Odeal. So anyways, let's get this cracker lacking. First track called Reason, and this is featuring Elijah Fox. So yeah, let's see what he's saying.
There's a reason. I'm wide awake. 'Cause my heart's still with you. Awkward conversations, long nights at the station, same song on rotation, highlights of my life. Why? 'Cause my heart's still with you. And if something's wrong with me, the life that you're wasting, my heart will never change. It knows you return, it knows you return, it knows you return. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Okie dokie, track number 1 called Reason with Elijah Fox. A nice, calm, soothing start to the album. You're somewhat speaking to somebody or with your partner. That's when the intimacy and the love grows stronger. You know when they always say, find your partner ready for winter? This is it, man. Obviously, he's been honest from the first line, like he's not awake because of stress, work, or insomnia. It's emotional restlessness, you know? Like he's mentioned that the person that he lost is still living inside of him. So sleep feels like impossible, like he's wide awake because his heart's still bleeding. Like it's deep, man. We're entering a deep side of the project already, man, that we love. You know what? Still Colour Henry can testify to this. Heartbreak music is always the best music. But yeah, no. Lingering back onto the track itself, it's a nice smoothing track. Nice intro to the project. So it's kind of good to see where this project leads us to. Obviously, it's heartfelt R&B artist, so I'm quite excited. So there's not really much to say about that track right there, man. But let's jump into track number 2. This track is entitled Molotov.
Would you tell him calm down and bite the bullet? If the people are Manila can't find it on me, would you side with me and try with me? If you saw me, I'm my lowest in January. Would you sugarcoat so then slide it to me? Just Take the tea of December and shine you with me. Got me asking all these questions, trying to trust you. Made up in LA last summer. Now I'm thinking I'm well, way wrong. Brains in my pocket, but in different time zones. I can't even fly to you no more. That's FOMO. Got me asking all these questions, trying to trust you. Wanna love, but I'm tired and exhausted. I'm from all I talk.
Beautiful track, beautiful track. That's track number 2, entitled Molotov. Nice track, man. Nice rhythm to the track itself. Producers on this track is Odeal himself, with another producer under the name of Harry Westlake. Quite intrigued. Harry Westlake, where is he based? He's a producer from the UK. So obviously he's worked with artists like Tory Lanez, Rod Wave, nice, Roy Rhodes, Fetty Wap. Brilliant, man. I like the production of that track, man. The production was very, very smooth, very, very nice indeed, man. But yeah, the track Molotov. So Molotov looks like it is a historic place in the country of Russia. And you know Russia's super, super cold. So instead of him mentioning the country Russia, it goes for the actual town itself, Molotov. So, you know, quite interesting. It's very good when artists become quite creative and, you know, in how they choose to write their songs and their lyrics. So yeah, man. Another love heartbreak song. This tape is really proving to us that it's heartbreak music, man. It's more so trying to find out if the person you're speaking with is a ride or die, you know, will they have your back in certain scenarios, certain situations. So it's nice, man. Like, we've started off quite cool. Like, I'm not getting a crazy jump off the project itself, but I'm getting a nice feeling, a nice flow into the project, because we know what Odeal's about. Lyrically, artistry, all sorts. Odeal will give you something that will have you pondering, have you moving, have you appreciating music in so many different dynamics. So yeah, it's quite cool, man. I like the song. The song's quite nice. Not much to talk about. You know, it's just what we go through life when it comes to speaking to someone that you're with. So yeah. So we're gonna jump into track number 3, called Cold World. I want the tape to start picking up now for me. Okay. Nice.
Silence just ain't working. I guess it cuts too deep. Crying, it's eating at you. Dragging your eyes in the corner, it's this run. Trying to tell yourself you're gonna leave soon. Girl, you're the pride. So tired. You couldn't trade it for the world if you tried. Hurts that you never satisfied, but you couldn't trade it for the world if you tried. It's fucked up.
Cold. Track number 3, Cold World. Track number 3, Cold World. Cold track. Cold track, man. This is Odeal. Now we're working into this artistry, the production, the actual melody for behind the track itself. So that sometimes, you know, when you feel like you've made a bad decision, a bad mistake, you let somebody go, but that person's still within. So a lovely track, man. Very, very melodic itself. Who produced this? Miles James. I like to look at the producers and understand who they are and who they be and what they've done in their past prior to this. So popular Miles James songs that he's produced. He's produced the single ICU, Little Simz ICU. He's produced Happy, Nayo's Happy. He's produced a lot of Little Simz's songs for sure. So I feel like he's a UK based producer. So very, very, very nice, man. I like the melody of that track. Very, very nice, definitely, for sure. So a decent track. Like, I'm skating through because there's not really much to speak when it comes to Odeal, because we know the melody, we know the lyrics that are coming, the message that's coming from these songs as it is, because this is Odeal at the end of the day. But I think it's more so dissecting the tracks through its production, dissecting the tracks through, you know, the melody, and just dissecting the body of work. Because, you know, my saying, when an artist creates a body of work, there's always a message to convey. And I like to understand, dissect, and break up the project itself and understand what message is trying to be conveyed and how it's trying to be conveyed within the project itself. So yeah, man. So track number 3 is nice. It's my favorite track of the album so far. As we go into track number 4, entitled Blur. Nice. Okay.
I'd rather not hurt your feelings again, 'cause it's cold and we're hopeless.
Nice.
And I
Nice. Woo! Nice. Track number 4, entitled Blur. That's my favorite track of the project for sure, 100%. So far, I think the message within that title speaks for itself, man. When you've broken up with said individual, there has to be boundaries set. When you start blurring lines and trying to speak to somebody once you've broken up, the lines are blurred. It's not grey nor is it white. It's mixed together and you don't know what you're getting. So I think it's been dissected perfectly in the track itself, man. You got PPP, keep it pushing. You don't want to be keeping attached to individuals that you should no longer be with, or you don't, that serves no purpose no more. You got to look after yourself and look after your heart. Look after your heart. Don't be putting yourself in predicaments just because of lust or just because of familiarity, you know, or just because you're used to somebody. No, develop, always improve yourself, always, you know, venture on. There's so many different fishes out there in the sea, so don't find yourself in that type of predicament. Don't do it. But yeah, no, the production on the tune itself is nice. It's nice. You know, it's a different type of style for Odeal a little bit, in the sense of Odeal has this very, I won't say monotone, but it has a unique style. When you hear a song, you know it's Odeal. But this is kind of ventured off small, but in a very creative way. I love the sound. I love the energy that's come from it. And producer wise, who's he got as producers on this? He's got Eugene Dassi. He's a creative. So what is he? Ooh, all right. So Eugene, he's obviously been on tracks. It looks like he's an American producer, and he's worked with the likes of Quavo, Tory Lanez, Logic, Mooney Long, Clavish. So there's a different variety of different type of artists that Eugene Tassi's actually worked with. So he's a certified artist. This is the type of music we like. We like artists to venture out and still try new things. Because Odeal's a brilliant artist. Let's not get it twisted, man. Brilliant artist. So for him now to kind of add his artistry and his creative mindset onto this track, nice. Wow, beautiful, man. Remember, don't blur the lines. Don't do it. I'm talking to you. Don't blur the lines. Don't do it. But we're moving on to track number 5, titled Addicted. So let's see what this track is saying.
You say life ain't sweet like it shows anything.
Uh-huh.
Lucky that I like you, and now you know all the things I do. How many times you stare at your cellular, hoping that I text back? Constant reminder, girl, I ain't regular. Simmer down the tide. Oh, you miss my touch in the early morning, baby. To deprive you of what you're deserving, baby. Oh, I got a question, baby. I'm not just an option.
Come on.
When I read them days for my reviews, I can see it's the function. If you didn't know, I'm very stingy with my love. And nobody else can do your body like I could. I think I'm addicted to you. Ain't had a feeling like this in a while. Together we can do all the things that we want to. Nice. you, I got a mission. Since a nigga said me, I spun you a promise. I promise I won't shoot my shot without missing.
Nice. Production is nice. Production, that was very, very nice. That was track number 5 called Addicted. Let's double check the producer on this once again. TMXO. An Afrobeats producer. Okay, okay. He's been on tracks with Oxlade, Burna Boy, AG Baby, Ice Prince. Okay. This is nice. So this is kind of different for TMXO. Very, very different indeed, man. But it's a nice type of sound, man. The beat is sweet, and you hear all the different percussions within the actual track itself. Beautiful, sweet. Who am I? Am I your main? Or am I your side piece? But when I shoot my shot, I don't miss. And if someone tries to come back and obtain you, let me deal with that, because at the end of the day, I'm the real deal. Like, you know, when you see somebody, you know that you want them, and you shoot your shot, like, you know you're not going to miss. You shake the table to make sure that you obtain said person. Like, yeah, this love game is not easy, but if you don't fight for your love, you're not gonna never ever going to obtain or get the person that you want. That could be the love of your life. What are you stalling for? Shoot your shot, but make sure you don't miss, and make sure it makes sense. But yeah, no, we've all been there. We've all been there at the end of the day. We've all been there. Good track, man. Good track. I feel like with the tape itself, there's not really much to dissect, because the tracks are about 2-3 minutes long. Some of them are even 1 point something minutes long. So it's more so just, we already know what the project's about. We know where the project is leading to. It's Odeal, so we have a little understanding. I think it's more so just understanding the production, seeing how Odeal implements certain creative ideas which he has on this track as well. I think he's flowed in it very, very nicely, man. Quite different for him, but very nice track. Very, very nice track. Very nice track. So yeah, I like it, man. So we're jumping into track number 6. Track number 6, entitled Pretty Girls.
6 in the morning, the crashing on most days, the crashing I'm burning, but you want it more, baby. I like you want me, prove it and show me, if I'm being honest. You got what the pretty girls want, what the city girls want,
Yeah.
pretty girls want,
Yeah.
but you do what so many girls don't, what
Yeah.
many girls don't, not just any girl don't.
Yeah. Had that.
Number hit my line, I decline. Boy, what is you hiding? Nothing. You dead if you try, you bluffing. But your woman's intuition telling you that someone take your bed. You ain't insecure. Done it all before. Said it wouldn't work. And I'm far from perfect. And your woman's intuition tells me you got what.
Nice. Nice track. Track number 6, Pretty Girls. Nice track again, man. Not an extravagant track. A nice track to fill in the project quite well. In regards to the message in the song, is always, let me word this correctly without being stoned. I feel like when a woman is with a great guy that's probably been wanted for a little while, but he conducts himself very well. When a woman gets that guy, there's other women that are envious, and they're after what a pretty girl wants, being the person that's with that great guy. So a woman's intuition, I hear that, is strong. I hear that you women, your intuition is crazy. If you sense something, hey, you know, some call it intuition, I call it discernment, you know. I call it discernment at the end of the day. If you start seeing the red flags, even the orange flags, then it's not making no sense. Skadoodle, get out of there. Get out of there. Because if you saw an unknown number coming through for somebody that you don't even trust anyways, where's it going? You know? But yeah, no, it's a nice track, man. It's a nice track. So basically, he's trying to say that he's the prize at the end of the day. And the pretty girls want what a pretty girl's got. So, which is nice. Good track, man. Production, very nice. The percussion, very nice in it as well. I like that solo, the guitar solo right at the end too. Very nice indeed, man. So yeah, it's a nice track, man. It's a nice track. I feel like this is just a feel good tape. It's not a tape to really dissect too much. It's not a tape that has your mind going left, right, center, trying to work out lyrics and bars. And it's a easy one to digest, easy one to really just take in whilst you're cruising the car, and whether you're in your feelings or not, just taking good music. So yeah, so we're jumping on to track number 7. This track is entitled Wicked.
Ain't a man on you. Making love is when I put my hands on you. Still holding on. Making love is when I put my hands on you. Tell me that you love me from a bird's eye view. Your beauty in the pain, something like silver rain, but there's a silver lining. Instead of pulling back, I'd rather let it go. I guess you're in control, clipped and stuck on the leash. It gets harder to say it, and that's what bothers me. I was harder to tame till I was blinded. I'm still holding on.
Track number 7, titled Wicked. Once again, a smooth track with very smooth transition from the previous track, Pretty Girls, into this track indeed. I think from the lyrics itself, it's just more so speaking on dealing with an independent woman, someone that relies on himself and doesn't rely on no man. So it's trying to break down the barriers and trying to make sure that she knows that you are about. Any time that you might even put your hands on said person is when you're making love. It's a story that he's speaking on, and I think love is a complicated game. Love is a complicated game, and I say it's a game more so because there's no one route to it. Everyone has so many different stories and different avenues. I might go up the road and chuck a left to find the love of my life. You might go up the road and chuck a right, spin round the roundabout and come back again. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So some people are afraid of it, and sometimes when you hit that stage, some people tend to pull away and pull back. But like Odeal was saying here, he still wants to be involved, but sometimes he might have to find himself pulling away completely, and the love comes from a bird eye view, meaning from the distance. So they know you're not meant to be together as a person, but the love's always going to be there. So yeah, man, deep track. In regards to the production itself, we've got Harry Westlake on this one. Harry Westlake, he's worked with Odeal in the past before. Little Papa, Young Blue, so Fetty Wap, Tory Lanez. So we've obviously mentioned him already. We've come across him. So it's the second time he's used the same producer once again. So which is nice, man. Which is nice. The tape is making sense. It's not an outstanding tape. Like I said, it's an easy tape to digest. It's an easy tape to take in who Odeal is. It's an easy tape for the heartbreak music, for the baby please out there. Every single track's about 2 minutes long, roughly, if that. So it's not hard to digest the tape at all. So yeah, nice little project so far, man. So I was excited listening to the track, but I think the track has pushed me down a mellow road. And no, it's a good body of work, so I'm not gonna push away and act like it's not. It's good music. It is good music. So jumping on to track number 8, entitled Children of Yeshua.
Woke up to my phone on lock, then you bugging out. It was your idea, dug it out. Don't know what it means to be in love. We should think about therapy. And when I taught you how to parallel park at the in and out, we went back and forth with the in and out. I don't think we on the same page. You should think about trusting me. And like my mama always said, love a girl, only reply to your soul. Chasing my tail when I'm not with you. But like my mama always said, children of Yeshua.
Yeshua. Come on. Yes. Oh, nice. Track number 8, Children of Yeshua. Cool. This is that toxic love type of music. Toxic love. You know, I think when you look at the beginning of the track itself, when he mentions waking up and the phone's unlocked, but then the toxic response of you saw what you saw, thug it out. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you walk into the unknown. The reason why a lot of people are kind of worried and scared when it comes to finding love or the execution of love or even the forever, because you're put in a space where you don't know what's around the corner. You're trying to trust that person, and two worlds collide into one. Two people become one. So there's going to be, you know, trials and tribulations and situations. But I love how he incorporates within his chorus that Mommy mentions that him and said person are children of Yeshua. So you're children of God. So when it comes to sorting things out, you should be putting God at the foundation and making sure that you're using him when it comes to building your foundation and mending problems. Once again is on that. Harry Westlake's got this his production is very percussion based, obviously alongside with the strings as well. I love the strings, I love the outros, I love how that works together. So yeah, man, I think they work very well, man. Very well. And Solomon Fox is another producer that's on the song itself. So yeah, it's a nice track, man. Like, I can't dissect it anymore in that sense, where it's very mellow, it's very nice. It has Odeal probably in a space of vulnerability, speaking on certain situation when it comes to the other sex. But nice track, man. Nice track. I liked it. I liked that one a lot. So we're jumping into the last track, which is probably the most awaited track. I'm just gonna go through this because, as you probably know, Still Color Henry, he's reacted to this song already earlier on today, and he's made his point on it, but I've not heard the song as of yet. So I'm gonna listen to the song and give you my opinion on what I think the song's about. So this song's entitled Nights in the Sun, featuring your boy Wizkid. Yeah. Nice.
Whenever morning to night, oh, she mon bill. It go be like movie, nah. Make everybody watch you, sipping on fine wine. About the one, not the way they do all the things you do, in a different kind of way. You got a different type of slave, yeah. And I can tell that you're different type already. Bust my middle, but so steady. You know my adrenaline, I'm so ready. Put it up on me, I wanna spend it. So started with prayer.
Bon la vida, bon la vida. Okay, that was track number 9 entitled Nights in the Sun with the boy Wizkid. Nice track, man. Nice track again. Nice track. I think Wizkid, whenever he jumps on a track, he gives this nice, good feel type of energy with the track itself, man. Very, very nice track. Production again. Who was on this production? The production was sweet on this one. P2J is on this one. P2J, great producer, man. P2J. And you know, P2J's been on a lot of different artists' work, as in Burna Boy. He's on Dave's last album. Wizkid, Beyonce. So come on, man. Like there's P2J. He's known. Like he's obviously a UK producer, but he's worked with so many different people. FK Twigs, to name a few. So it's nice. I think it's a nice melodic track. I don't know what Stalker Henry mentioned on this, but I feel like it's just good music, man. Like speaking on the lyrics itself, it's good vibe of where love can be when you're waking up in the morning with said person. You know, that's the first person you see. That's love. That's vibes. It's it's a good feeling. So yeah, man, can't be mad at that track at all. So yeah, I think in all, if I was to rate this project, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. It's 6, maybe 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. A solid project, very melodic. There's no massive risks, but it's based on what Odeal's about. You know, I feel like it's very, very, very ironic for Odeal to kind of produce such a tape. He's taking small risks. He has small bits here and there, but it's nothing to really sit down wow about. So a 7 out of 10, I think for me, I think it's a fair score, definitely for sure. So, but yeah, I was happy reacting to the tape. Did I expect more from the tape? Yes, I was expecting some wows and bangs and some surprises, but it was a very easy tape to digest. So reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 for sure. So I appreciate you all for watching this first reaction for myself. As I've not mentioned earlier on, but I am mentioning now, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, support us as much as you have been supporting us. There'll be more reaction, more things coming up in the pipeline for sure. Tell me what you think of my review. Tell me what you think of the actual project itself. Do you think Odeal has more in the locker? Do you feel like he hasn't done as much as he should do? Do you think there should be more features? Let me know. But anyways, it's your boy Manenza, and I'm out.